I've been playing Claire
Season.
Obscure Expedition 33. It's so good.
That's not a real game.
What? C'est quoi ça?
Josh is memeing me.
That's a fun meme.
I talked to him about the game the other day, and he said, I don't think I've ever heard of that game. And I said, Josh, I've talked to you about it multiple times, and we talked about it on the podcast. You went, name's too long and dumb, couldn't remember it. I'm like, it's 4 fucking words, dog.
It's a lot of goddamn words, man. I can't remember that many.
He's like, how would I have known about it? I don't know, just all over the internet, because it's like the most popular game right now.
Like
ever.
if somebody's got, you know, like
It's
the
French Persona.
like when people have those hyphenated last names and they've got multiple together, is if it goes past 3 hyphens, I'm out. There's no way I'm gonna remember your first, middle, last name.
Honestly,
you're done, kid.
classic American intelligence right there.
Mm-hmm. Right here. Hey, how's everyone doing today? We're back with another episode of League Podcast, which is also called Midnight on the Rift. How's everyone doing today? We all doing good?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Doing okay? Everyone doing?
We're
at
Did
least
a
okay?
grand old-
a lot better than
did-
that opening.
Literally nothing all day today, which is pretty fucking hype.
Oh shit. Well, you woke up, so that, I mean, I think that's a pretty big accomplishment. And you got out of bed. That's 2 pretty big tasks.
When I make a...
You
want to-
What's happening?
Why,
Right,
Lucas?
so
Why did you leave the keys up on the table?
Yeah.
Really?
Let me keys up on the table.
Did you want to?
Did you want to, or did you do it by accident?
Yeah.
I'm being bullied with music. Help chat. Help you.
Why don't you just trust? Yeah, with that depression, you're gonna get some self-righteous. I can't say the next door probably a good band or some shit. Anyway, off that topic,
Self-righteous,
let's immediately.
unalive.
You can't even say KOS either. That'll get you chat banned if you say that. If it's a League of Legends
good thing
thing.
I'm not in the chat right now. I'm in the video, dummy.
Yo. Any bad jokes in chat? Anyone? All right. Hey, so League of Legends. Fun game. Fun stuff.
True.
Speaking
fun.
of people dying.
Oh,
That's what we're really dying a lot.
what a transition. What a
Oh yeah, no,
transition.
sorry. Whoa. I just assumed we were talking about me and
Oh,
never mind.
No. Rylan, go ahead.
Wow.
And you're gonna make Rylan talk about it too? That's great.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to take a moment of fucking silence for that one.
Yeah, it's
All right,
unfortunate.
damn, you can't even let the moment of silence hang. Jesus Christ. Anyways, yeah, season 1 world champion Shushei passed away. I won't lie, in respect to him, I'm not going to try and pronounce his name. It is actually kind of hard. Fucking but yeah. He was the you know what, does anyone here actually know what position Shushei played
Is it
in
Jangle?
season 1? Callum knows.
Probably
it's
mid.
he was the
It is
Schmid laner.
He was the Schmid laner.
Since he had a Gragas
He's
again,
middle laner.
early league Gragas is always a mid laner, so it makes sense.
Yes,
Yeah.
he was big into getting AP Gragas and AP Alistair mid. Yeah, he actually who else did he play a lot of?
Also, I know you were going to look up there a second ago, Lucas, that Gragas wasn't mid. I feel like Gragas got out of mid lane probably around season 5 or 6 or something. He was almost
It was
mid
pretty
lane for a
late.
very
Oh,
long time.
but-
I mean, well,
I'd
Scar
say
for a
of
long
him as
time
your
was
stereotypical
Gragas
mid
mid.
laner because
Honestly-
there's so much Zed and Fizz in there that like they just overrides the
There were-
rest of
yeah.
the memory.
Yeah, there are a lot of
That's
assassin
fair.
stuff too. I'd say basically whenever they made it so his ultimate actually had a longer like cast time or whatever and wasn't an immediate cast on top of you was probably around the time he stopped getting played mid lane.
Yeah, his Q, not his ultimate. They changed his Q on that.
Oh, his Q? Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
his
ult
Q
too,
used to
'cause they
use.
used to make it so his ult like would insta cast if you throw it at your feet, so you could do the
Yeah,
E
but
into the Q guaranteed. And now
The
it's not
big,
like
the big
that.
change though was they added a ramp up to his Q. Before
Oh,
it was
did it
just
not even
throw
have
Q,
one?
blow up.
Oh,
It was full. It was
shit.
just
I did
That's
not
why he
know
was really
that.
good mid lane because it was a
that
lot
makes
easier
sense.
to poke out. You just throw Q out and pop it immediately for max damage.
That's wild.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they changed it to have a charge up and then move him more towards jungle because
Yeah.
I feel like they really just wanted champions that had some sort of mobility and CC to be in the jungle, so they just moved him to jungle.
Yeah, good thing they got rid of that, gave it a charge up mechanic because it'd be real cringe if we left another champion that had a circle you throw on the ground and you could just detonate it immediately and didn't have to worry about charging it up. And has
Yeah,
a
and
million
I mean-
skins in the video game and also has a
But
laser.
also-
he
the best
also
part
played
is,
a lot of
though,
luck.
The best part is that champion doesn't even have a way to make sure you can't leave the E. So like if it had a charge up, there's already a mechanic involved that would keep them in there. But I'll digress.
Yeah, no. Sorry,
Yeah.
I gave you some time to look it up. What do you got?
Oh no, I was just saying he also played a lot of Lux, which is
Oh, perfect. Hey, what do you know?
I thought you knew that. I thought that was
Oh.
the joke you were making.
No, he did
Oh
not.
yeah,
obviously.
but I wanted you to say
Yeah.
it because I wanted to set you
Oh,
up.
you're right. But yeah, he also played a lot of Evelyn, like AP Evelyn mid. Because Evelyn
Ew.
back then, like, did she have old AD scalings? I don't know why it's
She might have.
I don't know why it's emphasizing AP Evelyn, but I can't remember. Anyways, doesn't matter. And then also was one of the first players to play Vi competitively, which is weird to think that Vi is that old because he retired from playing League of Legends in like 2013, I think. It is kind of sad. The news tab on his Leaguepedia thing goes 2011, 2012, 2013, 2025. Damn. But
My guess would be if there was an Evelyn AD build, it's probably some Triforce weird shit we put
Yeah,
together,
that's what I was
Nah,
or
bro.
it just League was so weird back then that they have to specify AP because people didn't know what champions scaled off what.
Yeah,
so maybe
yeah,
it's that.
yeah.
I can let you know why they might have to specify AP because there was an old gimmick back in the day
Besides the Sunfire
that
thing.
Teemo, yeah, what you just stack Sunfires and they stack damage. So you just Teemo would do it. Twitch could do it.
Evel-
Twitch
Evelyn.
60-second stealth, stand beside you with 6 Sunfires, you die. It was
Mhm.
great.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
so
Fair
good.
enough. But yeah, he also won MVP with Fnatic for the season World Championships.
Which is weird to
Um,
think because the only moment anyone ever remembers off of that is the Expect moment
That was
off
not
of season
World.
1. Was that
That
not
was
season?
that
was
wasn't the
Worlds?
champion. No, that wasn't Worlds. It was the IEM
No.
something.
Also,
Sorry, it
also-
was what 45 years ago at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
400 years. Do you
I
guys
work with
remember?
people who are younger than League of Legends, and it makes me sad.
Do you guys remember the
Just
pre-alpha,
kidding.
beta, gamma back in the
I
day?
was gonna say, damn, we putting kids in the kitchen again, huh?
Yeah.
Shit.
Hey, they yearn for the mines, and this is as close as
But
we
you're
Hey.
gonna- oh yeah.
First we League, then we
Oh.
Legend. Less League of Legend.
Oh no, no,
Oh yeah.
no.
And then
Put that back.
yeah, if you're ever looking at the team picture of Fnatic from the season 1 World Championships, he is a dude with long hair and is not wearing a shirt under his.
Oh
Fnatic,
yeah, it's a fucking classic
thing.
picture, man.
man, apparently, because like I years ago, I remember watching like a bunch of old League just because I was like,
Hmm.
I want to watch. I just want to get back into it.
Yeah.
Watching old League's hard as fuck. By the way, it's real fucking boring, but
Yes.
there's some hype moments. But he was. I mean, he made some sick plays. It was like it is like the kind of classic of old AP Gragas of 1 second your enemies you're just laning in lane and all of a sudden the fat man's killed me and I'm like, what the fuck? But then yeah, one of the big things is like, yeah, he oh my god. Another big thing that he was known for is he played over 2,000 ranked games during season 1.
Damn.
Yeah.
I think
That's
the highest
why
I've
my
ever
rankings
gotten
I've
to
ever
was like
played.
200.
Well, that's what I was like looking. I was like looking back, and I'm like, damn, there's a lot of people back in season 1 that were not playing this much ranked League of Legends, and he was really giving her. It's unfortunate, like looking back, it's like I don't really know what happened to him. I don't know if like meta moved away or whatnot, but he only really played 3. This is also like early days of League of Legends ranked, like so.
I just
Teams
wasn't.
would
Is-
fucking
Is
form and then
2,000
leave.
a lot? I feel like it's it is a lot, but I mean, like, I don't know if it's a lot if you're trying to be like a pro. Because I'm just sitting here, I'm like, I know I had one time where I did like 100 ranked games in a week, and that was a lot at the time. But like,
what the fuck?
if you do 100 in a
what?
week, that means, you know, by the end of the year you could get about 5,000 games thereabouts if you did that. So
How'd
if
you get?
if you're a pro, you're probably playing even more than I did on that day.
I'm trying to think.
100 in a week. I don't know if
Average rank game is 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That's 50 hours a week. That's more than
Yeah.
a full-time job with League.
Yeah, I
I
know-
don't think that's like a normal amount of League to play.
Well, no, I understand, but I'm saying if you're a fucking pro player and you just only play League of Legends, I feel like that's pretty reasonable. Like 2,000.
I mean,
like,
back in season
then.
one-
Oh, back
back in
then, no,
season
for
one is
sure.
different.
Oh, absolutely. Back then, that was probably a shit ton. But I'm like, nowadays, that's probably, I'd say like, maybe not a pro. I guess it'd be more of a streamer. Would be like someone that has a really high. Like, look at
'cause
like
pros
Tyler
wouldn't
One
be able
has or
to do
something.
that.
He's probably got like
They have
4K,
to- they have
something like that a
scrims
year.
and shit.
Yeah.
That's a crazy amount of ranked games, though.
I would say that
Yeah,
the
no,
scrims
it's so
could
cool.
like arguably count as a ranked game. Like it's
Not
Yeah.
really in the statistic for ranked games.
But
played.
obviously, that's not gonna.
no,
it's
but
not-
like
yeah,
as
yeah.
time
'Cause he
played,
played
yes.
2,000. Well, he played 2,000 ranked games on top of all the stuff he did with his team that year.
Yeah.
So
That was
counting
before
the
they had
scrims
their
kind of
current
defeats
model,
the
probably.
purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that right, Bandit? You agree?
Or maybe that's why NA has not gotten massive improvements. They've kept the same regiment since season 1.
I mean, I could see it.
Yeah.
I could see it.
It worked in season 1, it'll work now.
Talking about ranked play, fucking
Yeah.
me and Rylan ranked playing up a Storm in TFT.
That's
Yes,
not
sir.
League of Legends.
I'll have you know.
It's
But yeah, no,
a
we
client.
we've been kind of crushing it lately in TFT.
Oh, yeah.
Had a
What's
had
the set
a
right now?
game last night. I don't
It's
fucking
10,
know, dude.
11,
It's
12?
one. It's
I don't
it's
fucking know.
more than
14,
one and
yeah.
less than.
Fuck
That's
me.
14. Mhm.
Damn, I didn't know we were on 14 already. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got a 3-star Samira.
Oh,
On
shit,
my
what
board.
does she do?
Yeah.
She ult?
She just does like it's just her ultimate like in game.
Just hit the whole board?
And she dashes.
Yes, but my board was so strong that I won before the Samira casted, even though I didn't even need
No,
the 3-star
no,
5-cost.
no.
Well, she
She did.
casted at the last second, at the very last second, and they came over to your board and kind of casted for the rest of it. But like, realistically, the 3-star Samira made absolutely zero impact on us winning the game, which was funny.
Yes. Yeah.
Does she have to like level up through up to S, or is it just the
No,
mana and that's it?
they just cast
Okay.
it and use his ultimate.
Her?
But I think
Ultimate?
the main like big thing about her and why she was broken on TFT release is in her ability, because she like dashes out and like hits the team, but then in her thing it says returns back to a safe spot, so she goes
Oh.
back into the corner after she's done.
That's
casting,
really nice,
which is
actually.
really
Yeah.
good. But yeah, didn't really matter. My amp, because I think I had a Golden Ox spat with Golden Fleece, and I went 5 amp 6 Golden Ox, and I got a 2-star.
Damn.
And it was really fucking strong. Yeah.
That's pretty high.
Me and Ron have been on the low, cooking up some TFT every season. We've been hitting at least Emerald every season and double up.
I've been seeing that.
So
It's impressive.
yeah, fun times.
We have one friend that gets like tries to get challenger every single season. He gets there pretty consistently. So
Is he
Good
still
for that
trying to
guy.
do that?
I've seen him playing recently. I don't know if he's on his main account though. I think he's on his Smurfs. So it's
The classic.
I don't know. He's very much I don't like this set. I'm not playing this set. And then if he likes the set, I'm like, I'm playing
Yeah.
this set. So fair
No, that's
enough.
fair. I think that's the best way to do it if you're going to grind, because you want to
Yeah.
be able to have a good time while you're grinding, or else it's just like you want to shoot yourself in the head.
TFT is one of those things too where it's like, even if the sets change, the general play style is still the same every time. So if you can figure out how to optimize that, it's
Yeah.
not too much of an adjustment between sets.
Like
just
a
too
fucking,
stubborn to do it
learning
right.
econ levels.
like a
and how to-
model. Yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's a bit like I find TFT mostly now is about controlling your economy and your momentum and stuff, and like understanding when it's good to blow some like economy points to guarantee a level, to guarantee a win streak. It's a lot less focused on the champions, and the champions just kind of slot in every season. But like the core gameplay of managing your economy is the main part of TFT nowadays.
You really just say economy
Me-
points?
Oh yeah.
Is that a real
Yeah,
term?
econ points. Yeah. Like you're
Oh,
like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 gold to get your last income.
Oh, econ point. Okay, like the break points.
Yeah. yeah.
I was like, is that like a specific term they call it? Okay, whatever.
no.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like if you're sitting at 30, 36
Yeah.
gold, but it's 8 to level up and you're on a win streak, you'll go down to 28 gold to
Yeah.
get a level to get your win streak. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Rylan, what you got?
Like a moth to light, he got online and is creating a ranked TFT game. He's currently grandmaster.
Ah!
We summoned
is
him.
the
Good
main?
job.
Or is it a Smurf?
It's the man.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
This Smurf is probably also.
I like
Let's be
I
real.
like how you said that he wait, did you say he hasn't been playing often?
No, not right now. He's been playing quite a bit, but I feel like I've seen in the past that he wasn't on as much. But
Okay.
Maybe
No,
not.
I just found it funny because he's played 17 ranked games today. of
oh yeah,
TFT.
no. Nowadays, in the last like since the season started, he's been on a lot.
That's
He probably
a
just
lot.
likes the set, so he's
Like
playing it up.
what, 20 minutes a piece at least, probably.
I mean,
15, 20.
No, probably
No.
They're longer.
No,
than
they're
that
like 40
nowadays.
minutes.
30
I'd
minutes.
say like 40,
Maybe like
45 minutes,
30,
honestly.
30 to 40 more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you fucking get last every game. But I think at high elo too, people are staying in games a lot longer, so the games tend to last longer.
Yeah, the games last. Like the higher, I mean, our games, the higher up we're going in rank, the longer the games last, because you're
Like-
you're against more competent people, so they're not just fucking losing every single round and then going out.
That's a full like 8
That's
to
what I
9
do.
hours.
Yeah.
Of just TFT.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's how it
I
is,
mean,
man.
TFT I find is easier because TFT is very much a game you can like fully grind on ranked, but also like have a second monitor going and just
Yeah,
focus on second
absolutely.
monitor.
Like, I think TFT is like, especially if you get good enough, you know all the set. You only have to pay attention for like half of the time. When you're playing around, you can kind of zone out and do other shit.
Yeah, I've never done anything else while playing a TFT ranked game.
No, we totally don't play TFT every night because this guy's got 75 dailies to do on every one of his games. And then we go, why are we loading in? Oh, it's because I frame perfect alt tabbed out of the client and now it doesn't load.
Yeah. Also, I completely fucking. You know what? I should have been streaming, boys. Fucking live reaction. I just got the Chibi Dragon Trainer Tristana skin.
Oh, shit.
In TFT. Holy fuck, boys.
hell yeah.
Wow. Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I wanted that. I even told Callum I wanted that.
He did.
And I
He
got
did say that he wanted
I,
that.
I won the 50-50, boys. Let's go. Let's go gambling.
Want it?
Let's go
I
gambling.
got it.
I want it. I got it. I got it.
Anyways,
Yeah, this is actually
Yeah.
a dancing podcast now, guys. Fucking flip new name.
Shit,
Midnight on the
y'all about
floor.
to get
The dance floor.
cooked by my 6 years of dance lessons I took when I was through the ages of 8 to 14.
Get that
So
twerk
for
on.
you.
hell yeah.
Twerking wasn't a thing when I was 8, surprisingly. So
No,
I
you
never learned
invented it. That was in the 6 years, and then you're like,
I-
I've contributed to society. I'm out.
Pretty sure I said I was 8 years old, and it's kind of weird that this guy wants me to twerk when I was 8. So
I didn't want you to twerk, but you did it anyway, brother.
kind of weird.
All right. All right. Oh no.
Oh no.
Anything going on in the pro scene lately, or are we on a break right now?
Yeah, they're on a break right now. They're on such a break that I didn't have the ability to watch their games. That's totally what happened, and no other reason why we didn't see what happened.
Okay.
I know they're still. I think they're in the tournament heading into MSI. I don't know who made it through the most recent round, but it was probably the expected people because there's not a lot of upsets that happen these days. So my guess
Well,
is
he doesn't play anymore, does he?
Which one? Oh, unexpected?
Upset?
Upset?
That's good.
No, I think he does.
Well, you said there wasn't any upsets going on lately, so I just assumed that's because he wasn't playing anymore.
Man, wait, I have no idea what. Wait, I have no idea what is being played on LoL Esports right now. But apparently, there's a team that they're called NA, near airport,
I
It's
saw that.
the-
It's a challenger team.
and it is TF Blade in the top lane,
Oh,
Speaka
hell
Jungle, Speaka Jungle, Welter mid, Double Lift ADC, and Bio.
Oh yeah, it's double. It's double ifs. Yeah, double ifs.
So
He's doing.
So this is just
he saw the Lost
this
Ratonis
is- Yeah, as I
thing
say,
and
this
they
must just
wanted
be
to
an
copy
NA Lost Ratonis. They're like, brother, I can fucking cash in and just have fun with people. Because I
Yeah,
know. 'Cause
Double
this
Ifs wanted to make a
This is
streamer
perfect
team.
for Double Lift because he wants to play pro still. He just kind of really isn't good enough to do it. But this is like probably right in his wheelhouse for where he's
Oh, it
at.
is actually NAC. Oh my god! Wait, this is an actual fucking. Wait.
Yeah.
What the
Yeah, it's all just challenger.
Double Lift made a team like Lost Ratonis, like a streamer content team to
Double
play
Lift
in
is a
NACS.
good player still. Like he knows
Yeah.
what he's fucking doing. He's just not. I don't know.
He just doesn't
Anyways,
have the reaction time
the-
they used to.
I
in
just,
the game.
dude, the only problem is if he's not at Worlds anymore, it fucking sucks. We don't get the interview at the end of every Worlds where he's like, I don't know what happened. There is a complete collapse of the team and everything fell apart and there was no synergy or anything, but we'll do it better next year. And then the following year, I don't know what happened. There is a complete collapse. It's like, didn't I see this last year and the year before that?
Yeah.
Travis doesn't have a
Just how it be,
guaranteed
man.
BFF interview now because of that. Yeah, last week though it was let's see, Lions, Shopify, C9 won, 100 Thieves won, TL won, Fly won. All the expected wins won.
It's why I like saw the games. I was going to watch some, and I was kind of like,
Also,
these
they're
are all,
definitely
like-
not on the tournament. I'd fucking lie to you on that. They're just doing normal stuff.
Wow.
That shows how much I've been
Yeah.
watching it. This,
they are in the best of 3 games though. Now that is.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that is. That's why I was confused with the format because they did for the first 3 weeks, they did best of ones, and then they're like, all right, we're on to best of 3 now. And I'm like, what? Why did you change halfway through this split?
I don't know.
I think
Increased view time.
it's very possible that they did like a split decision and flipped it and was like, okay, people clearly like Fearless a lot more than the base game, so we're gonna just go back to the best 3s, which fair enough if that's the case. I know they're still trying to just kind of figure stuff out to get the viewers because it's just hard to keep people's attention. So they're just like, we just need to get people to fucking stay. And if fucking people love fearless drafting and not seeing the same 5 champions every game, so be it.
I do think Fearless Draft is good for like the watching environment, as well as like for the players to not have just the same matchups every game. I think it just makes it more interesting.
Like
This-
So
what season was it that basically Dyrus got shoved top lane the whole season on Lulu top? And like basically nothing else happened. I can't remember what
5?
season it was.
I want to say, was Lulu
I thought you were
top
just saying. I thought you were just saying that Dyrus got shoved top, and I'm like, you mean his main role?
his entire career?
No. The Lulu top.
I do
like,
remember
like,
him playing Lulu a
Lulu
lot.
top.
I don't know
Yeah.
what season that was, but
There was a Lulu
Because they just looked like he wanted to die
she had a really good
extra
AP.
every single.
I'm telling you, it was like 5 or like 6 or something.
Yeah,
if I had to
Yeah.
guess, I'd probably say like 5 or 6.
I think
That's a
that
good
was
guess.
also
Or something.
Thanks, man.
was after that season that he retired, or was it the season following that?
Oh,
that
no.
whole meta?
You're right. No, when did he retire? He had that, dude. His retirement is so sad. He had his whole speech where they had him on stage, and he was like, "Guys, I'm sorry, I disappointed
You
you."
had a fully stacked Tear of the Goddess up there. It's crazy.
Yo, good shit, Shocks. By the way, that was a good interview she had. That was like right when Shock started really like hitting her prime and fucking popping off as an interviewer.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's,
That was,
it's also just he was always so sad sounding, but then like I'm pretty sure it was right after the Lulu meta, like the whole season, he just looked extra dead inside. He didn't have good interviews. He was not enjoying the meta, and then it was like, yeah, you guys just lost. Like I think they made to Worlds, but like got knocked out almost immediately, if I remember correctly. And he was like, "This is awful. I'm sorry."
Yeah, he was
Sad-
very disappointed.
sad
in
boy
himself, how
forever.
he was.
Yeah.
He
I
just
think-
he I know in his interview he was talking about he felt like he let the fans down with
Yep.
him not playing as well, and it was a very emotional send off because he was one of the OGs of the scene, right? So
Mhm.
he's been there since season 1.
That was back when everyone did all the goofy shit on stage too, because he had his pillow. He had that one time he
Yep.
like dove on stage and did like the fucking not like a head spin, what the hell? He like laid on the pillow and he fucking kicked his legs around, spun circles or whatever. It's fucking
Yes.
goofy as hell. That was back when everyone did like quirky
Like when
antics. and
Faker Vayne
everyone actually had like personalities, and now everyone's
When
kind of
Lemonation snuck an
boring.
orange onto the thing and they got mad at him, but then he also had a banana under a napkin, and they're like, "We can see the banana, man. You can't have food on stage."
or Lemon, where he had his notebook, and everyone thought it was the craziest shit ever, where you actually planned your fucking pick and ban phase ahead of time. And they're like, you can't do that. What the fuck?
can't. What the hell is this?
Get him out of here.
Dyrus also,
He's cheating.
Dyrus also would like love playing with a pillow in his lap, but I don't think they allowed it on stage.
I think
Just
eventually
like-
they got rid of it.
Well, he had to cover up his fucking massive schlong
Massive
for how
boner,
hard he
yeah.
got when he fucking
There we
started
go.
popping
I
off.
was wondering
in
how long that
games.
was going to take to happen.
Every time he fucking flipped as Singed. That's one of the fun things. Singed, the only reason Singed laughs whenever he flips characters is because Dyrus would spam it.
That's pretty
Yeah,
cool, actually.
I actually think for a while Dyrus had his hotkey set up so that Fling and Laugh were both on the same key. There's a lot of people
That
did that with
sounds right.
Vigor as well.
With Vigor Ultimate and Laugh. And then there was
And
also a
Lux.
hidden tech where people would do it with Riven because you could animation cancel her Q to get
Your auto attack out faster, so you would just double hotkey the Q with like a Laugh or something,
Mhm.
and then you could just animation cancel the Q for faster autos and Qs.
Mm-hmm. Riven crazy.
Early days of Riven players, and you see a Riven and you're like, I'm either about to get obliterated and this will be a 12-minute game, or this is going to be a Riven who doesn't know what they're doing and this will be a fun game for me and it'll be a 15-minute game for me. But
I think it's the
Riven's
same
not-
nowadays.
Now,
I think
Riven's-
it's pretty still similar.
Riven's just not as popular these days because she's just hard to play, and there's champions that do as good, if not better than her. They're just considerably easier to learn, so people just don't bother with her anymore. If people know her, they play her, but if they don't, they're like, I'll just play fucking
she was like the
Fiora or
mechanically
fucking
difficult.
Akali or
Yeah.
Jax or some shit that just does the same shit
Yeah.
but easier.
It was like what,
Just
season
eat-
3.
there's other lane bullies
before.
that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the mechanically difficult one for top lane for a while. And then, you know,
I mean,
they
she's
started
still
coming
very
out with new
mechanically
champions.
difficult. They've never
she's
really
still mechanically difficult, but
changed her
I don't
Q
think she's the
mechanic.
most. I don't think she's like the hardest one anymore. So
She's still up there, dude. I'd
No,
still say
there's-
she's like
there's-
top
she's
five.
still
I would
an A or an
it's
S
just-
rank, but she's not the most difficult champion
Sure.
to play.
There's so
Alright,
many
well,
intricacies
I
to
was gonna
her
say,
that
Sorry, go.
I was gonna say there's so many intricacies to her kit that I feel like she probably is. Like, what would you say is higher than Riven in the top lane?
Oh,
Because
just in
I
top
don't
lane?
actually don't know. That's what he was
Uh,
saying, right? He was talking.
oh,
we
I
were
just meant-
talking
I
about
meant
it.
in
I would
general.
say I would say for me Cled's a I want to say Cled and Fiora are two ones I would find a little bit more weird with their intricacies, mostly because of Kled's weird gimmick of bouncing Skarl and making sure you don't overdo it, because that's a very fine line to hop when you're playing him.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if that's just, I don't know if that, I mean, I guess that is mechanically, but I view mechanically a lot more as like physically being able to do it with the button pushing. Like that's, I mean, I guess it is the same, but
I wouldn't put Kled up there super duper hard. Kled's weird. He's one of those feast and famine champions generally.
he's
so
also,
he's not.
I feel like Kled is one of those that like once you like understand it, it's really easy. But it just like there's just a point that you cross with Kled where it clicks. Where like champions like Riven, like if you really want to be a Riven player, you have to spend your time in the practice tool making sure you're getting all her mechanics down and getting, because she has like, you can animation cancel every single ability she has. There's certain combos that you have that have faster animations in between them. So like if you like one that I learned is like a faster way to do a Riven animation with her ultimate is if you do have your ultimate active and you're using your Qs, you actually want to ult before your third Q, because you can cancel the animation of your ult with your third Q. But if you do it third Q then ultimate, the ultimate comes out a lot later.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a lot of small stuff with her that I think people don't even know exists.
Also,
So-
I feel like with her, I mean, I don't really play her, but I'd say with her, she's one of the few champions where it's like you don't want to always do the exact same combo every time you go in a fight.
No.
Compared to a lot of other champions where it's like you will always fucking do this. Like Renekton, you're always going to E, W, Q, E every single time. You're not going to do it in any weird order, really. You're always going to do it in that order, sort of a deal. So
yeah, Riven is very.
I'd say she might be the hardest. I'd say if I pick another hard one, I mean, I think Fiora's not a bad choice. She can be tricky because you have to
Fiora's
like, you need to know the timing of the W, especially if you're fucking facing someone that has a very fast CC. If you can predict that, then you're fucking set.
Yeah. Like Renekton, like when it's the Renekton versus Fiora matchup, it's very much how well do they know the Renekton W. That determines who's pretty much going to win this fight every time.
I think either Rumble or Gangplank are also pretty hard on top. Gangplank is just hard to roll. Like him and same deal. You just got to practice his barrels. Eventually you get to a point where you can do it, but everyone can do a barrel out of the fucking bush, but actually reliably getting barrels off in a fight and not getting them blown up by the enemy is
not
hard
knowing,
to do.
Knowing how
range.
far your barrels can, like that's
Exactly.
That's tough.
And I think Rumble
Rumble's just-
doing it right and keeping your heat above 50% all the time, which is what you need to do in higher elo, is not simple. It is easier than it used to be because he has 50 more heat than he used to have.
I think Rumble sits in a similar area with Kled that once you get it, it's pretty easy. But like,
Alright, fair enough.
Learn it.
Because I know you hit a point with Rumble where if you like, especially if you're not in combat, you can just like W over and over again, just stay at the exact same heat level as you're sitting in lane, and then you can always be ready.
Yep.
But he's still hard to play,
well,
especially
sure.
now that you also want to overheat with Rumble sometimes now because you get fuck tons of attack speed and on hit damage.
Yes. Yeah. So like
I think,
if I blow on cooldown,
knowing when to overheat, that's because there's. I mean, I've been playing games where I'm playing Rumble. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. WE, and then I go to Q, and I'm like,
Good.
Or you'll WE and you go to
I
alt and
can't
you're
do it.
overheating and you can't alt and you fucking cry.
Yeah.
can you not cast your ultimate if you're overheated? I thought you still could.
Oh.
No, but silences you.
I do not play much Rumble.
I play a lot of Rumble, and I've cried a lot from that, especially when we're doing ARAMs. I'm
I
like,
think it's still tricky because like you can keep your heat at 50% by using abilities, but then it's also like, but I've used this ability now to keep my heat
And now
up,
it's on
and I
cooldown,
can't use
yes.
it in the fights to actively do something with it. So like, yes, you're keeping your heat up, but you also now I don't have my W for the fight, so you have to. I think it's still a bit tricky.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not an easy
what do
champion
you-
to play.
What's up, Lucas?
I was gonna say I have one champion that for me is a mechanically literally impossible, and it's Aatrox. Because we all know how me and Aatrox interact. For those who are watching, I think I've won exactly maybe 3 games against an Aatrox in my entire league career. Doesn't matter what version. I don't understand how to deal with them, and I don't understand how to play them.
Okay,
And
I'm
every
gonna break it
time
down for you right now.
murdered. It is
Let me
run
break it-
away
let
when
me
he
break it
starts
down for
flying.
you.
Yes, I know.
No. Whenever he uses his Q, just don't fucking stand in it. Boom. You've solved the matchup.
For me, it's the I don't like I struggle to understand the healing whenever I'm laning against him. Whatever he ults, the healing is just like
when he ults,
drastically different. So I'm like, what is happening?
If he ults,
He gets
it's
a bunch-
an
he gets a bunch of
entire
omni
health
bam.
bar. That's his healing. Just
Yeah.
assume you can't kill him.
Literally, how to beat Aatrox is just don't stand in the sweet spot of his Q, and then he will never beat you. Is it?
Yeah, just try to protect.
Also,
what you're gonna do
for
it.
Aatrox, it's mostly the fact that like the healing is just like on his Q and whatnot, or not his Q. Sorry, his passive. His passive is like what actually like really heals him. But
Yeah.
then, his E just also gives like, it's not Omnivamp, but it's essentially Omnivamp.
Physical vamp.
Yeah.
No, it's just damage he deals, so it doesn't really.
Yeah,
like,
it's just he just heals from damage he does. It's weird. It's not. It doesn't get counted in Omnivamp or Lifesteal. It's like a separate.
Yeah. The way the thing is though is with his ultimate is it just increases all that self healing. So if
Yeah.
he's ultimating, you just run away.
It's hard to do
Wow.
because he also gets a bunch of movement speed. He just
Yeah.
CC
I mean,
and
it's
run
tough.
away.
I mean,
Movement
if-
speed, yeah.
I mean, Aatrox is one of those champions where if he's ahead, he's gonna kill you. If he's
I
behind,
mean,
you're gonna.
Yeah,
win.
generally, you know, the real strat is you on your own probably are not going to reliably beat him, but in a team fight, you just want to burst him or CC him and run away while his ult goes off and then call it a day.
You just dodge us. If you dodge the sweet spots, even in a 1v1, you can pretty reliably beat him because he needs to hit those sweet spots to get his damage, and then that
Sure.
damage also because he's dealing more damage because of the sweet spots, he's healing more.
Yeah, he CCs you.
Yeah, you just
Uh,
dodge the sweet spots, call it a day.
Going back to the like
Speaking of my sweet spot, Rylan, what do you got?
the difficult champions, well, in top lane specifically, I do think Irelia definitely takes a bit of practice to be able to really lock down those like quick E outs while you're dashing and whatnot. I think Irelia takes a little bit of finesse, but once you kind of like knock it down, the other thing to manage with Irelia is like, oh, have I perfectly gotten this wave ready so that I can quickly queue through the entire wave and then jump on the enemy and then queue through the rest of the few minions to get out,
Mhm.
or have I miscalculated, queued the first minion, did not kill that minion, and now I'm stuck there with no,
Mhm.
no
Yeah.
wave. And you're
I
just
know
like,
there is a break point. I forget at what level it is, but there's a break point with your W that once you have your W to a certain level, I think you max your W second still.
I don't think so. I think you do W last.
Well, then, I don't know. Because I know there's a break point with
Really?
W that it'll always damage the backline, the casters enough to die to your Q. So you just W the wave and then you can Q in. At least that's when I was playing Aurelia. That was the strat. I haven't played Aurelia in
That sounds
forever.
like the Lysandra top lane, mid lane thing where there's a certain level of AP and
Yeah,
really
this
levels
is,
that you
I mean,
clog
most
into
champions
the
have
hole.
like Ari has that. There's a break point if you're able to buy a certain item at level 9, you can one shot the wave with your Q. Like every
Mhm.
champion has these breakpoints. That's why back in the day, Minion Dematerializer was really good because it allows you to hit those breakpoints sooner.
Yeah.
Especially with I know TF was a big user of it because you wanted to get his Q to clear wave, and then Ari was a big one because you wanted to get her Q to clear wave.
Irelia's W is in fact what you max second.
Damn.
I mean, I did actually know that, but fucking, yeah.
There we go.
I mean, the damage reduction on it's fucking insane. So I think because E, you just get cooldown back, which is good, but like not good enough with all the bonuses you get for your W.
Yeah,
Plus
that makes
the
sense.
W
You generally
being
don't
the
get
thing
enough
to set up
CDR.
your wave.
It makes
Yeah.
sense. You don't get enough CDR for it to meaningfully make it so you can use it a second time in a fight. So it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter then.
But yeah. Yeah, I find Aurelia is one of those champions that, like, I mean, sometimes my brain's like, oh, she's a pretty hard champion, and then I'll play her in a game, and I'm like, wait a minute, this bitch is easy.
Wait a minute.
Uh,
I'm killing everybody.
She seems a bit
Wait a
feast or
fucking
famine
minute.
as well. It's very she's very easy to play when you're ahead because you can just kind of go in on whatever the fuck you want and you're gonna win.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that.
Because I mean I've had some good Aurelia games too, and I'm definitely not a good Aurelia player. It's just kind of you just hit your stuff and you just go in, just fucking pop. It's worse than when she first came out with the rework and she disarmed you and you couldn't auto attack, and it was the most cringe shit because you would like try to attack, but the game would just like awkwardly walk you towards him and not attack. It's like, just like I don't know. I'd rather it do the auto attack and just maybe like a dodge almost, and you just don't hit them instead of like making it so your guy just like fucks up and kills themselves.
I forgot about that, and I feel like that's because I know at that time I was never played ADC, so I never really felt the disarm as much. I
Yeah.
just cast my
Especially if you
abilities.
played like Draven or something, it was real awkward.
Yeah.
I think I was playing Draven around that time. I think I was trying to get my mastery on him. So
No, that's rough time, buddy.
yeah, it is what it is.
How it be, Ming?
Going off of the weird, so I played a little bit of YOLO Q
Okay.
this last
Mhm.
week, and I had a wonderful game of Evelyn in the jungle. And it was basically me and this Diana took turns being slightly stronger than another, and all we did was proceed to hunt each other in the jungle the whole time, and then everyone else was living in their little world. It was like, oh, you're going for dragon, I'm going for dragon. Oh, you're gonna go for grubs, I'm gonna go mess with you while you're doing grubs. It was just perpetually me and this Diana messing with each other the whole time, and it was just whoever jump scared the other one first, that's who won the fight.
Did you win the game?
Classic assassin jungle meta.
Yep. And that Diana hurt, and it was always like our death timers were like a second because it was just dump everything as fast as I can, because if the other one finishes first, I die. But it was a fun swirl time. It ended up with like me being 19, 15, 13, and then they were 14, 15, 17.
Holy
but
shit.
our Akali was 6 and 11. So naturally that game that was not a W. I tried
see.
really hard. The Smolder was 29 and 6.
Yours or theirs?
Ours.
And you
And you guys lost?
No,
We lost.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
it'd be what it'd
No. I have lost so many fucking Smolder games, but what always happens is I will get to the end game. I'll be Smolder. I'll have my stacks. I'll have at least 225. Usually it's like 300 or 400 at this point. And I would get into a situation where half my team is dead, and I'm sitting there holding off a wave of like Baron minions on my own for like 5 minutes at the fucking tower, and they can't take the tower because I clear it with my WQ super fucking fast. So they just are sitting there and they're getting poked the fuck down by me, and eventually they have to back off, and they can't kill me because you're just mobile enough as Smolder. As long as you don't get my CC, you're fucking set. And this happened so many times with Smolder, but then we still end up losing the game because usually when I'm at this point, the rest of my team is just being a bunch of shitters, and we just will lose a random fight. Like eventually, I will finally get caught, and then the game ends immediately, and it's just like, oh, I was alive for 20 minutes straight, didn't die, but that's how it is.
That's precisely what happened to us. I got caught, and they were like, all right, run down the Smolder who's right there, and he could not run away fast enough, and our Malphite proceeded to ult onto the Sona, I think is what it was, instead of protecting our AD carry. I was like, Malph, future reference, please keep the very fed people alive. I was very sad. It was a very sad game. It felt great to play though, because it was one of those games where like you actually get to feel like you're an assassin with Evelynn, and it's not like you're like going against a Sejuani jungle and you find her and you're like, oh, I can't kill you. you have too many stats right now. I can't kill you. I guess I'm just gonna go run away. But it was a fun time of just playing basically tag in the jungle. It has been a long time since I've had a game where it's been like that weird gimmick. And then we also
those games are fun.
They are fun. We also had the wonderful game where we had an ARAM, and we were going off of the league topic because there was another ranked game where I got absolutely destroyed top lane as Renekton.
That didn't happen.
We don't talk about those. Yeah, that didn't happen. Nope. But then I had a wonderful Urgot game, which was fantastic, of me constantly using the dash to run away instead of engage, and people would try to chase me and be just short of that tiny little dash. It's like, you thought I would go forward, silly goose.
You forgot. I'm a pussy.
Basically, we had 60 kills. They had 31. That's how that entire game went. I was support Urgot with 6, 9, and 16. Josh was there.
Damn.
It was a good time.
I don't remember. I remember you playing Urgot. I think I played tank as well. Was that the one I played Thresh?
Yes, it was. You were 4, 4, 39.
Wait, you were support. You were in top lane though.
Oh.
Right? No, this is
no. This is the ARAM, right? This is the ARAM where we fucking had a point where it was like.
Sorry, I got confused because he said he was support Urgot. So I'm like, you
I was
just actually picking.
Urgot. All I did was.
Well,
use
I thought
my
you
body.
were. I thought you were talking about a normal game, and I'm like, that you're trolling if you're playing support Urgot.
I mean, I'm shocked the game ended at 60-31. I remember there was a point where it was like 50 to like 15. Like they were so insanely far behind on death. I had at one point in that game like 8k gold when I died, and I was playing as Thresh. All I had was a fucking Spectral Cowl and a Negatron Cloak and my starting like the horn, and I lived for fucking ever. And I'm like, can someone just kill me already? And then I would walk back and grab health shrines. I was like Billiam, where I'd be like, I want to die, I'm gonna grab all the health shrines. I want to die, grab all the health shrines.
I crave death. Yes, I remember that. You're like, I crave death, and you go forward a little bit. They hit you, and you turn around like, I no longer crave death.
I mean, I'd be in the fight, and they just wouldn't kill me. They'd like go give me like a 3rd HP, and they'd go for someone else. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna smack you.
They also had the Quinn, who was just not good at Quinn.
Dude,
I'm not good at Quinn, but like that was some real bad Quinn play.
I E'd the Quinn out of her fucking E on me like multiple times. Like, yeah, E me again, Quinn. Go do it. Ooh, did I flay you out of that? Oh, that sucks.
Best feeling ever.
Yeah, and every time I would use my body as bait, I'd hear lantern. I was like,
I was screaming that shit out. I was like, please take the lantern.
For me to stop being CC.
You took a few of them.
For the record, they had a Nico, a Tiana, a Seraphine, a Twisted Fate, and a Quinn. Everyone had at least one CC. It was not a good time to try to get the Lantern.
That's what it is.
That's where the 9 Dust came from. It was me
What
trying
would
to
it
play Lantern gotcha. It's like, can I live long enough to grab the Lantern and limp my dying corpse back to the health relic? Yes or no?
Mhm.
But
Oh yeah.
sadly, I got demoted down to Iron 3. Sad.
Yeah,
Or my Iron
sad.
4 now. I can't remember.
Womp womp.
Billion would
Jesus
love to have my account.
Christ.
I oftentimes, I'm not gonna lie, when you talk about your ranked games and how you randomly lose these games, I forget that they're Iron 4 games, so it all really does make
Oh.
sense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
I'm
a
Iron
fucking,
2. Sorry, I'm
it's
Iron
People
2.
don't know how to win a game. In,
yeah, it's
in that
Russian
low
roulette
elo.
down there.
Yeah, people
It
don't know how
really
to
is.
end games.
And like me and Josh did our placements together. I think Josh placed really high bronze, and I placed like the bottom of iron because I don't rank.
Well, not
I
this
don't
season. But
place
yeah.
every. Yeah, it was like I think it was last season or whatever. But it's like I don't play ranked every season. The one time I did play ranked pretty religiously, I got to like 100 games maybe, and got from like bronze 4. This is before. I think it was just diamond and challenger back then.
I can
It was
see
like way back in the day.
for the Headmaster or anything. Yeah.
This is
Maybe,
back when
yeah,
Tarek had a
100%.
point and click stun, and Triforce Tarek was terrifying as a support because why not? There's just no builds. Also the good masteries. Bring back the old masteries.
No.
We had the points in the big tree, and
Just-
you
Yeah,
can
bro,
customize a
bring me
little bit
back,
more.
bring me back Thunderlord's Decree, dog.
That I'm
no,
okay with.
leave that out of the
Well,
game.
That meta where there were
What do you mean?
7 out of 10 people in a game would have Thunderlords or something like that.
Yeah, bring it back, man. Let me take Thunderlord's Decree on every champion in the game.
No,
Be happy about it. Make the red tree good again.
Make Red Tree great again.
The red,
No.
the red it'll be great. We'll come back. I know people have been looking down on us lately, but we're bringing it back. Everyone's saying it's the best tree. Everyone says it. Okay.
Wasn't there? I can't remember. Was there 3 or 4 trees in the old system?
3.
3. Okay.
I don't
It
remember
was,
that.
Green,
it was
never
red,
mind.
red, blue, green, right? Or yellow, or whatever.
Right, yeah, I think
Brother.
red, blue, green sounds right.
No. It was left, middle, and right.
Yes.
It's red, blue, green, but yes. In the
Did you go 2109 or did you go 0 and 21-9 or
Or did you go 0, 9, 21?
yeah? Which one did you go?
Yeah.
It wasn't. No, there was.
it was very simplistic back in the day. There wasn't much. I mean,
Well,
Nowadays, it's pretty easy now.
I mean that was back when I started watching Trick 2G, and he would do all these weird like rune builds, and he would actually not go 21-9 something. He'd split up and go like 15-7 and like a little bit over here, and people were like, "You're crazy, you'll never win." And he like show that it worked. He's like, "No, like that little bit of movement speed. You don't understand how valuable movement speed is. It's the only thing that matters."
Well, I mean,
but
he
then-
was also playing it's Udyr only and split pushing only, so he was able to tailor his runes to specifically his
And
playstyle.
Volibear.
yeah, but also
And Nasus. But-
again,
Yeah.
runes and stuff like that, like yes, they do help, but it's one of those things where like realistically, unless you're at like the top level of play and playing like perfectly the whole time, a little bit of a fuck up with a rune here and there is not going to change your fucking game that much.
Wrong
The only thing
keystones
I-
can fuck you up, but
Yeah,
wrong
Keystone's the main one.
whatever.
I mean, the big thing with like a lot of it is just also just people need to also pay attention to fucking what who you're playing against and whatnot. It's like, yeah, if you're playing against a bunch of tanks, maybe going cut down instead of coup de grace would be better.
I go cut down
But-
every game if I can.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as an ADC, you're usually going to cut down every game.
an 80 carry here, cut down. What?
Especially here.
And then I get all my kills stolen by the fucking stinky assassin player in the mid lane. They're like, oh, how did I get that again?
And well, the worst one for me is like I try to at least like plan the top lane, but people just play random stuff everywhere now. Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
It's like, man, like
People
I don't
play
expect you to take that
everywhere.
there. Stop.
If you're not playing ranked, you're getting random garbage in the bot lane every fucking game.
You?
Even in ranked, you get random garbage everywhere.
It's not as often.
Bot
Well,
lane
in
meta is
Elo
falling
probably,
apart now.
but
Well, bot lane meta in general is so split between like the 80 carries are good, but also hey, dumb mage is also good down here now. So like you could also play mage.
mhm.
But, like,
So it's just kind of fucked.
Here's a wonderful one that I absolutely despised. So we had Varus top, King jungle. That makes sense. Alawi mid, Misfortune support, and Vel'Koz AD carry. As
I mean,
the-
MF
the
Vel'Koz
game
bot
rules.
lane is like a normal it is a normal bot lane nowadays, and it To me, it sounds like their mid laner and their top lane did a lane swap because somebody had a bad matchup. Because that's
Yeah.
probably supposed to be a Varus mid and an Alawi top.
Yeah, because we had like the more
weird shit, bro.
stereotypical cannon top rise mid. But I still
Yeah.
still think that's fine.
Alawi definitely did not want to lane against a Kennen.
The thing
Yeah,
is
no,
that
yeah, that's
even,
fair.
even when you get all this stupid shit in bot lane, a lot of the time it's just some like kill lane gimmick. And as long as you don't let them get those kills, they do fucking nothing, and then you just kind of win the game after laning phase. So
Yeah.
it's usually really not that big a deal.
Why
Whenever
have
I was-
support kind of thing in the past?
I know you were trying to say Summer Island. So,
Oh, I was just saying it sounded like fucking Varus and Alawi probably just swapped because
Oh, okay,
Alawi
yeah.
had a little bit,
yeah.
and then
It's just why, like for me, it's always it's generally whenever I'm trying to do ranked top lane, I'm like, why are you here? This is not the champion I expected to see here. Why are you in this lane? What is happening?
Just how it is, man. It's fucking weird
I
shit.
know. It just makes me sad inside.
Get counterpicked, loser.
All right. Well, fucking that should be good. Speaking of switching topics, let's switch off of the league topic. I think we had some good discussion about fucking people playing ranked and playing some league. We're normal motherfuckers. We just play League of Legends. We ain't pros. So, you know, that's
I'm a
it.
pro
But you know what we
inter.
are pro at? Laldl.
Yes, we are. All right, and we're starting with Aatrox. Just fuck
Oh,
you,
hell
Lucas.
yeah.
Why you do this to me, sir?
It
Damn,
is a
good
male
choice.
top melee. Male top melee.
Oh,
As
like
mana.
none of them.
Jax.
Jax.
Release
Jax.
Unless he's Shurima, but it should be not that.
Oh, jungle top.
He's unknown species.
Oh,
Ooh, he's
no.
a
Oh,
release
2009
champion,
now.
though. Release
It
champion.
is a release chant. Give me an Asus.
No, not Shurima, not Shurima, not
No.
Shurima.
Womp womp. Womp womp.
What's going on?
Who was there from release that was melee? I'm struggling.
Alistar, not a take.
Alistair's not a top laner.
You got
Mm,
top lane.
Is
Oh,
it, if it's I guess at the time he would have been, but maybe, but not now. It's also not mana. It's
Raven?
Energy. Who's an energy person?
Oh,
Shen.
it's energy.
Shen.
Jen.
Shen.
No, it's
It is
Garen.
it.
It's Garen. It's Garen. It's Garen.
Oh, Sharon.
It's
Sharon Reese?
Garen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No.
No, I was gonna say,
What?
he's not. No, it's. What is he? If it's not
Mundo.
energy mana or manalist, what the fuck is it? Fury. It has to be
Mundo?
Renekton
Mundo?
then.
It could be. No, it could be Mundo. Mundo.
Oh, no,
because Mundo
it's
uses-
not
No,
Manalist.
but that's
He's not
manalist.
manalist.
Mundo is manalist. It's not gonna be Mundo.
Mundo
But
is
it
not.
sa- it literally
It
says
is
not
health
manalist,
costs. Mundo is health costs. He is different.
Okay, I gotcha.
Oh,
Do we,
Okay,
do
that's-
we
that's
go
weird.
blue or do we go?
So
with
it's
blue?
another. Is it Shyvana and it's Fury?
It says male.
Mm,
Or it could be
Male.
no Tryndamere. I mean,
also
it would be.
Shyvana didn't come out
Tryndamere.
in 20
I like
2009.
I like Tryndamere.
I like
Yeah.
Tryndamere because Tryndamere has Fury as his mechanic.
oh my
Yeah,
God,
there we go.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's so dumb. Just,
What do you
just
mean?
lump all them no manas together.
No,
No,
I don't
but
mind
they're
him being
different.
different. I think the Mundo one's kind of weird, but the other
No,
one's
but
makes
he
sense.
has. No. Mundo's not different because he has cost to his abilities. It's
No,
not
I
that
know.
there's no cost to his abilities. That there is a cost. It's health.
I know, but it's still. It's
Manalist means that there's
it is a little
absolutely no cost associated with his abilities.
Well, no mana really costs.
That's my bad.
I saw Raven. I'm just gonna type Swain. All right, let's go to the
Yep.
next one.
All right, next one.
That is the flow chart.
That is Kaisa passive, I
That
believe.
is, it is Kaisa's passive.
Bada boom, bada bing. Get out of here.
We're making up
second.
for lost time.
Hecarim.
Well, oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Rel!
it's Rel. It was one or the other.
you're right.
Looks like
Uh,
Alan?
Katarina.
no.
no.
No,
There's a
because the blade has the weird curve.
That's
It's that
Pantheon.
Talon.
Oh, that is Pantheon. That's 100% Pantheon.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And that
The-
is the yes.
Oh, it's
Look at what are the
Right.
options?
No, it's is it Myrmidon? No, I think this is
No,
Glaive
no, I think-
Warrior.
Mm,
It's Glaive Warrior or Perseus, I think.
It is Glaive Warrior because I have this skin.
Nice.
Wow.
Hey.
We fucked up
That's
a
it.
little at the beginning, but we came back and
Brought it back in the end game, guys. Good job.
I mean, like,
Proud of you.
wasn't
Like
last
I
week
said-
basically a perfect game? So
like I said, we're fucking masters.
Yep.
That's it. That's it, brother. That's it. Fucking
Hey,
give us
hey,
that.
hey,
that
shit, when you're
deserves
good-
a
when you're
like
good,
right
you're
there.
good.
You're gonna comment saying you guys are the fucking goats, and you're gonna subscribe to the fact that we're great. That's it, baby.
If you don't subscribe, post your Laldl score. See if it's better than ours.
That's right.
Yeah. What up?
Mhm. You post your Laldl score from today's Laldl. Good luck.
Yeah, hey, wait, but no, not today's because they could use our videos to cheat on it.
Mm-hmm.
but no, today is in the day that you watch
the day. Yeah. The no. Today is
No, because
the
they could just
day,
post any day.
the day that we recorded this. Which good luck remembering which day that happened on. Get fucked,
Yeah,
boys.
yeah, this one. And guess what? We're not even gonna tell you what day we're recording this.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck you.
It is the year 2075, and we're still playing Laldal. All right, that's it, guys. See you later.
Still playing the same game of Lotto.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye.